Please remain standing and receive this invocation. God of steadfast faithfulness, we offer our gratitude for this joyous gathering. Some here have waited for so long for this opportunity to be here this morning. Thank you for making a way out of what at times seemed like no way. Others are missing from our assembly, unable to attend in person. Remind us of the ties of community and learning that bind us together. We gather after a year marked by uncertainty, grief, and struggle. Heal our hurt, O God, and open our hearts to celebration. Pour out your Holy Spirit on all of us gathered here, that we might know your grace and love, and finish, O God, the good work you have begun in these graduates of the class of 2020, that they may continue to be the servants and leaders that your world so sorely needs. We lift before you all of these prayers and all of those joys and concerns which we keep closely in the crowded hallways of our hearts, in hope for a bright tomorrow. In your most precious and holy name we pray. Amen. You may be seated.
Welcome to Barton College's 118th commencement, and a special welcome and greeting to all of our mothers present today as we celebrate this very special Mother's Day. Founded as Atlantic Christian College in 1902, the college has a long history of faithfully serving its students and community. Today, 245 undergraduate and graduate students have been awarded degrees, and these graduates have now joined the thousands of Atlantic Christian College and Barton College graduates who are living lives of meaning and service. Our Barton College motto, Habemus Lumen Vitae, says that they shall have the light of life. The reference to light has deep biblical roots where wisdom, knowledge, and understanding are intimately linked to the ability to dispel darkness, to dispel the darkness that ignorance represents in the world. Our graduates are empowered to take this light and to move into the world, to share it with others. And so this motto brings us to our purpose today. Here at Barton, we encourage our faculty and students to engage in the highest level of intellectual discourse, to push the limits of our learning community, to individually and collectively grow to our fullest. And through this process, knowledge is obtained, eyes are opened to new ways of thinking, and passion is ignited for the pursuit of meaningful work and service. And through it all, light outshines the darkness. Barton College, Atlantic Christian College's distinctive service through the years has been especially noteworthy, particularly during difficult moments across our century-old history and tradition. From weathering the economic crisis of the 30s to inspiring resiliency through multiple points of conflict, war, and crisis, to today, where we once again, as Barton College, rise up at this time to meet the challenge of a global pandemic. Barton College has been steadfast, focused, noble, and determined to uplift our students and, as a result, support the communities that we all serve. Although it be somewhat delayed, it is imperative that we celebrate. And so, students, we applaud you. We applaud and acknowledge the contributions that you are currently making in those communities and in the workforce, and throughout the chosen professions that you have learned from here at Barton College. We thank you for returning to your campus, and we thank you all for being here to celebrate, to join us in this moment, to pause and reflect for the graduating class of 2020. To begin our celebration, it's appropriate that we welcome and recognize members of the college community and our special guest. I'd like to begin by asking our faculty to please stand. The faculty, led by our Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Gary Daines, embodies the Barton College academic enterprise. Their engagement in the classroom stands at the core of our learning community and truly represents the heart of the college. Faculty, we celebrate your work with students, your excellence in teaching, your skill in advising, the care and compassion and challenge you provide throughout the learning process. We are especially grateful today for your leadership over the course of the past 14 months, beginning back in March of 2020. You established communication with our seniors so that projects and papers could be finalized in a way that ensured excellence in learning. You supported them through an unimaginable transition. So thank you. Thank you for standing in the gap with these students and in doing so, supporting to the fullest the mission of Barton College. We are very grateful. Will you please join me in thanking our faculty? I'll ask our faculty to remain standing. And I ask our administration and staff members who are present to please join them by standing. Together with our faculty, our staff and administration are responsible for the holistic education, development, and support of students. And even through our quick separation in the spring of 2020, the Barton staff worked to create meaningful opportunities to connect students with this campus, to provide virtual programming and services, extending the reach of Barton College throughout this community and throughout the region and throughout the nation. Faculty and staff, we are thankful for your commitment to the college and we applaud your efforts today. Thank you. You may be seated. Graduates, we have acknowledged your Barton College educators. There's another group that deserves significant recognition this morning for preparing you to arrive at a point both a year ago and then again at a point here today. These people are your family members, your friends, the mentors, and they certainly deserve recognition. So I think it's appropriate at this moment that you stand, that you turn, you offer applause or a wave to those who have brought you here today and who have supported you along your journey. Please stand. Thank you. You may be seated. This time I would like to introduce the platform party. So please hold your applause until all of the introductions are complete. And platform party, if you'll please stand as I call your name. Ms. Sheila Milne, Registrar. Dr. Rebecca Godwin, our commencement speaker. Mr. John Lee, Chair, Barton College Board of Trustees. Dr. Gary Daines, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Ms. Kathy Turner, President of the Alumni Association. And the Reverend David Finnegan Hosey, College Chaplain. Let's recognize the platform party. It's also my pleasure this morning to acknowledge the Barton College Board of Trustees. I'll ask that they would please stand. We are grateful for your leadership and for your service, especially for your thoughtful support during the time of transition over the course of the past year. Your vision and enthusiasm has been so important to the college, and your many contributions make us better. I also want to especially thank our outgoing board chair, Mr. John Lee, for his faithful commitment to the college during his tenure, and particularly during this past 5 years when he has walked with me as the chairman of the Board of Trustees. His enthusiasm and support is unparalleled. Will you please recognize our Board of Trustees? And also especially on this Mother's Day morning, I'm grateful for the First Lady of Barton College for her strength and for her leadership throughout this campus and community Beth, thank you for your love for Barton College. And finally, to complete our acknowledgments, I would like both to welcome home and to greet our honorees. Graduates, this celebration is important. And the fact that we are gathered here today, some 12 months after your official departure, it highlights even more so the hunger that we all have to be together, face to face, championing the efforts that you poured into this campus over the course of your time, but also for the current success that you are achieving in the workforce. Today, we want to remember to smile and to laugh and to think about what this place means to all of us. Many times at graduation, we affirm that you are ready to move forward, to go into the world of work. But today, we acknowledge that you are already engaged in life beyond this campus, and that you are taking serious strides to live a life of meaning and of significance, to make a difference. You are likely very different than you were when you started this journey some 5, 6, maybe 7 years ago. More knowledgeable, more mature, more prepared to face the world. And certainly, through the course of the past 14 months or so, you are more resilient and able to deal with uncertainty. But it is our hope, our prayer, that you see those uncertainties through the lens of Barton College that prioritizes optimism, faith, opportunity, and hope. It's these characteristics that are particularly realized through the many relationships that are important to this community. Through your time at Barton, you established lifelong mentors with your faculty, lifelong friends with your classmates, and now you may know, even more so than a year ago, how important these relationships are. And so, with your feet firmly planted on the grounds here at Barton College, your home, we embrace you. We embrace you as family, cheering your success, your resiliency, and we celebrate our time at this place, a place that is more than just a college. It's a place where we can find beginnings, a place where we start becoming who we aim to be. So today we renew our commitment to you, to one another, and we champion the belief that anything is possible through community, through relationships, through faith, through hard work and effort. We pray that you continue to make life better wherever you go and through whatever you may do for yourself, for your family, for those that you touch within community, because that's what it means to be a Barton College graduate. Remember, you are always welcome here. The love and the care of this place will follow you and extend to you wherever you may go, and will shape us as we continue to grow together in the years ahead. This community is very, very proud of you. Congratulations. As part of commencement exercises, Barton College recognizes excellence in our faculty and in our students. It's my pleasure at this time to begin this recognition by announcing the Lincoln Financial Excellence in Teaching Award. The Lincoln Financial Excellence in Teaching Fund was established in 1988 and was formerly known as the Jefferson Pilot Award. It's presented annually to outstanding members of the Barton College faculty who demonstrate exceptional teaching ability and who show concern about the total development of students. The award winners contribute to the academic community through leadership, publications, and community service, and they are ultimately committed to the mission and purpose of Barton College. The award consists of a framed certificate and a cash stipend to be used for international travel. These awards were announced during the end of last academic year, but today we are so pleased to recognize the 19 and 20 academic year winners of the Lincoln Financial Excellence in Teaching Award. Mr. Greg Bauer, Dean of New Learning and Assistant Professor of Healthcare Administration in the School of Allied Health and Sports Studies. Will you please stand to be recognized, Greg? Thank you, Professor Bauer. And I'd also like to note another award winner, Dr. Trinette Boone Langley, the Director of the Social Work and Special Advisor to the President for Diversity and Inclusion. Don't think Trinette was able to be with us. Oh, she is. There she is, Trinette. Will you please recognize Trinette? Thank you both for your leadership on our campus.
As Dr. Searcy indicated, we also recognize student excellence at commencement. It's my pleasure to award the Hilly Cup, which is given annually to the graduating senior who has earned the highest grade point average during their period in college. To be considered for this award, the graduating senior must have completed at least 60 semester hours of coursework at Barton College, though when we determine the grade point average, consider all coursework completed at all colleges. The Hilly Cup is named in honor of Dr. Howard S. Hilly, who served as president of Barton College, then Atlantic Christian College, from 1920 to 1950, 30 years, the longest tenure of any Barton president. Dr. Hilly was a Rhodes Scholar who did much to develop the academic program and reputation of the college. The recipient of the Hilly Cup for the 2019-2020 academic year is Melinda Smith. Melinda, if you're here, would you remain in place and stand, please, so we can recognize you? Please join me in recognizing Melinda.
The Coggins Cup is awarded at commencement to the graduating senior who, in the estimation of faculty and staff, has the best general record for academic achievement and overall contribution to the college and community. The cup is named for C.J. Coggins, who served as the first president of the college from 1902 to 1904. I'll ask the winner of the Coggins Cup to please stand and be recognized. The winner of the 2019-20 for the 2019-20 academic year is a nursing major from Fleming Island, Florida, Summer Bear. Summer, you present? Congratulations, Summer. The Hemby Leadership Cup is awarded at commencement to the graduating senior who, in the estimation of faculty, staff, and students, has demonstrated outstanding leadership throughout a career at Barton College. The honoree has held significant leadership roles and has a spirited commitment to the values and the mission of Barton College. The cup is named for James and Joan Edwards Hemby in recognition of their many contributions and in honor of Dr. Hemby's 20 years as president. I'll ask the winner of the Hemby Leadership Cup to please stand to be recognized. The recipient for the 2019-20 academic year is a biology major from Sanford, North Carolina, Ms. Taylor Metlock. Taylor. Congratulations, Taylor. It's my pleasure at this time to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Rebecca Godwin. Dr. Godwin currently holds the Elizabeth H. Jordan Endowed Chair in Southern Literature in the School of Humanities here at Barton College. Prior to this role, she served as director of the Sam and Marjorie Reagan Writing Center, and she also taught classes as a distinguished faculty member in the English department. She was awarded the Jefferson Pilot Faculty Member of the Year Award in 1999. Professor Godwin is past president of the Thomas Wolfe Society and the North Carolina Literary and Historic Association and is past chair of the North Carolina Writers Conference. She is a member of the North Carolina Poetry Society, where she has served for 15 years as coordinator of the Gilbert Chapel Distinguished Poet Student Poet Series, helping burgeoning poets to connect with literary mentors. She also serves on the editorial board of the Thomas Wolfe Review and periodically works as a consulting editor for the North Carolina Literary Review. Her publications total more than 35 essays or book reviews in critical anthologies and scholarly journals such as the Mississippi Quarterly, the Southern Quarterly, the North Carolina Literary Review. She focuses mostly on Southern writers, and particularly those of the literary-rich Tar Heel State, Her most recent publication is an analysis of the work of David Joy, Listening Through the Violence. She has also authored Gender Dynamics in Fiction of Lee Smith, and this summer she finalizes the revisions of her book on the work of Robert Morgan. Dr. Godwin completed a Bachelor of Arts degree in English at Barton, then Atlantic Christian College, a Master's degree of Arts in English at North Carolina State University, and her PhD in English at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, focusing on 20th century American and British literature and adding a minor in Southern literature. Dr. Godwin is a master of language, expressing rich thought and feeling through her composition, and she eloquently paints pictures with her words. We are fortunate to have her serve as our commencement speaker today. Will you please join me in welcoming Dr. Rebecca Godwin.
Thank you very much, Dr. Searcy. Distinguished faculty, Barton administrators and staff who are present, trustees, and especially graduates and their family and friends. It is a pleasure to greet you at this long-awaited marking of the 2020 class's graduation. As we celebrate your achievement, graduates, I challenge you to find purpose in this strange pandemic time, to explore possibilities anew as you make every day meaningful, while also envisioning your future. The dedication to your studies that led to your presence here today showcases the integrity and resilience that will carry you forward in a fast-paced, fast-changing world, a world of media blitzes where too much information can leave us confused and paralyzed. Meet your moment by recognizing the privilege of being literate. Find your touchstones for what intelligence can be, and never be satisfied with what you already know. Part of going forward involves looking at the past that brought us to this time. I ask you to travel back 1 century before the year that most of you entered Barton College as freshmen, when Thomas Wolfe left his home in Asheville to enroll at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. It was 1916. By his sophomore year, the campus had become a military camp, preparing young men to participate in World War I. In October of his junior year, 1918, he rushed home to witness the death of his beloved brother Ben, 26 years old, from the dread Spanish influenza, a pandemic that killed an estimated 50 million people worldwide. Wolfe turned his brother's agony and his own grief into a heart-wrenching scene in his 1929 novel, Look Homeward, Angel. Medical researchers quote his vivid description of Ben's low rattling breath, and every reader of this book I've ever met recalls protagonist Eugene's thoughts following Ben's last gasp. We can believe in the nothingness of life. We can believe in the nothingness of death and of life after death. But who can believe in the nothingness of Ben? Who among us can be unmoved by those lines? Studying literature at a liberal arts college such as Barton helps us to explore who we are as creatures capable of empathy with other humans who share essential experiences, no matter creed, race, social class, or educational level. My hope, graduates, is that you continue to read. Read historical fiction, read history, read fiction of any kind. read poetry. To learn from the past in a way that enriches your present, that helps you to place yourself within your current world and within the scheme of universal time. Problems become less overwhelming when seen in the context of other times and other places. Well, Thomas Wolfe persevered, as you have, as you will continue to do. He graduated in 1920 and entered Harvard desperate to become a playwright. But his plays fell flat. So he turned to fiction, writing enough of it before his death at age 38 to leave the legacy that most North Carolina authors to this day say inspired them to think that they too might become writers. Adapting and following his goals, Wolfe found some solace in a world gone awry, a world of disease, Great Depression, poverty, the build-up to the Second World War that began on the heels of his unexpected death. We too face an imperfect world that seems to challenge us at every turn. COVID-19 and its variants clarify that despite our evolving science, humans often lack ultimate control. But lack of guarantees must not keep us from trying our hardest to live honest, healthy, productive, community-conscious lives. 1993 Nobel Prize for Literature winner Toni Morrison challenges us to understand such striving. Her novels take us into worlds of racial and social class lines that we still have not smudged well enough in 2021. In an interview with Bill Moyers, Morrison responds to a question about Black women in her fiction who do extraordinary things to navigate their circumstances. Her comments have stuck with me since I first listened to that conversation. I think they give us all a philosophy to live by. We are here, she begins, meaning we have been born. And we have to do something nurturing that we respect before we go. It is more interesting, more complicated, more intellectually demanding, and more morally demanding to love somebody, to take care of somebody, to make one other person feel good. Not doing it is so poor for the mind. Doing it is what makes life livable, makes life a gallant event. Connecting with one person every day cannot be that hard. I wish for you graduates and for all of us, Toni Morrison's moral clarity about the simplicity of forming community, of making life a gallant event. Much of the strength of our culture lies in our scientific and technical intelligence. We need that intelligence. Many of you will work in medical fields, in technical and educational fields, advancing knowledge that will help us to slow and repair environmental damage, to make our world a cleaner, safer, and more equitable place, perhaps to reform the criminal justice system, to understand viruses, to manage businesses, helping people to live comfortably. But our strength is also in our works of imagination, our delight in music, the memorability of poetry, in stories that connect us across boundaries of time and geography, race and gender and religion. We need to be analysts and investigators. We need also to be artists and singers and storytellers. More than ever in our time when narratives help us to strive for the sorely needed justice that will make our nation and our world one where, in the words of poet Margaret Walker, all the faces all the Adams and Eves and their countless generations can live a gracious, noble life. I wish for you graduates that you live with humility, doing work that engages your intellect and brings you pleasure. I hope that you respect the beauties of nature, its dazzling purples and greens, making us proud to be alive in such a world where violet ironweed blooms by pasture's edge because it can. We must use our time to celebrate such a world, but also to critique its flaws. A strong society can do both, and your leadership in that strong society is essential. I ask that you use your intellect and your heart to fashion a world of healing for the earth itself and for all those calling it home. I am proud to have been a small part of your education here, and I know that I speak for all of the faculty in wishing you peace, success, however you find it. Be well, keep learning, and make your life a gallant, gallant affair. Thank you.
We now come to the part of the ceremony where we affirm the conferral of degrees which you received a year ago. Student marshals, will you please take your places for the conferring of degrees? Chairman Lee and President Searcy, I present to you the candidates for the degrees of Master of Business Administration, Master of School Administration, Master of Science, Master of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Bachelor of Social Work.
Dr. Daines and Dr. Searcy, the Board of Trustees of Barton College approves the awarding of the degrees of Master of Business Administration, Master of School Administration, Master of Science, Master of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Bachelor of Social Work to these candidates on this day, May 9th, 2021.
Will the students who have received the degrees of Master of Business Administration, Master of School Administration, Master of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Bachelor of Social Work, please stand. And then come forward when you are directed to do so by the student marshals. Dr. Searcy, upon the recommendation of the faculty of Barton College and by the approval of the Board of Trustees, I'm delighted to present to you these, the recipients of the degrees of Master of Business Administration, Master of School Administration, Master of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Bachelor of Social Work for the class of 2020.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Barton College, I hereby confirm for you, each of you, the degree of, for each of you respectively, degree of business, the Master of Business Administration, Master of School Administration, Master of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Bachelor of Social Work with all its rights and privileges.
Will those who have just received the Master of Business Administration, Master of School Administration, Master of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Bachelor of Social Work degrees come across the stage now as your names are called? Miranda Elizabeth Cromley, Bachelor of Social Work and Bachelor of Science in Political Science, magna cum laude. Ernestine Kennedy, Bachelor of Social Work. Quenisha Shabril Best, Bachelor of Social Work. Keely Marie Cummings, Bachelor of Science in Sport Management. Heather Lynn Dupree, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art and Design, magna cum laude. Taishika Dickens, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art and Design, magna cum laude. Brittany Catherine Alston, Bachelor of Science in Mass Communications, cum laude. Sandra Darlene Koch, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, magna cum laude. Nicole Melissa Zucchi, Bachelor of Liberal Studies. Mallory P. Roth, Bachelor of Liberal Studies. Elizabeth Ellis Edenfield, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art and Design. Latrell Lamont Moore, Bachelor of Arts in Business. Sierra Marie Hutchison, Bachelor of Science in Education of the Deaf and Hard of Hearing, K through 12, and Middle School Education, 6 through 9, cum laude. Allison Lynn Dunkel, Bachelor of Science in Special Education, K through 12, and in Elementary Education, K through 6, magna cum laude. Katie Ashley Christensen, Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science, cum laude. Elizabeth Marie Cole, Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science. Sunny Martinez, Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science. Lindsay Taylor Freeman, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration, magna cum laude. Danielle Kristen Rose, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, cum laude. Hunter Lee Pitt, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, magna cum laude. Summer Lynn Bear, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, magna cum laude. Hannah Lee McGrory, Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science, magna cum laude. Noah Jacob Almond, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, cum laude. Kiwana Nicole Ellison, Bachelor of Social Work. Takesha Armisha Williams, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Italan Nichelle Thompson, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, cum laude. Lisa Jones Murphy, Bachelor of Arts in Business, summa cum laude. Cindy Raya Salazar, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, K through 6. Catherine Elizabeth Wyndham, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Taylor Elizabeth Medlock, Bachelor of Science in Biology, cum laude. Katie Alexis Yarborough, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, cum laude. Shelley Nicole Cash, Bachelor of Science in Gerontology. Madison Brooke Strickland, Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science, cum laude. Timothy Antoine Mercer, Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science. Ashton Carolyn Aycock, Master of School Administration. Jody Bailey Pearson, Master of School Administration. Jasmine Brianna Diaz, Bachelor of Social Work, cum laude. Kalesa Devon Turnage, Bachelor of Social Work. Angel Joyce Powell, Bachelor of Social Work. Brittany Yvonne Hales, Bachelor of Social Work. Dana Wainwright Allen, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, cum laude. Sydney Victoria Schroeder, Bachelor of Science in Psychology, summa cum laude. Rebecca Lynn Humphreys, Bachelor of Science in Psychology, cum laude. Rebecca Caroline Frazier, Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science and in Sport Management. Cassidy Sierra Tharp, Bachelor of Arts in History and in Religion and Philosophy, summa cum laude. Nathaniel Taylor Pearson, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, cum laude. Camille Daniel Tu, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration. Chase Kerrigan Long, Master of Business Administration in Strategic Leadership and Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Jake Oscar Max McCartney, Master of Business Administration in Strategic Leadership. Jacqueline Elizabeth Fisher, Master of Business Administration in Strategic Leadership. Caitlin Ann Kasuda, Master of Business Administration in Strategic Leadership. Francesca Romano de Pozo, Master of Business Administration in Strategic Leadership. Christy Davina Jeffries, Master of Business Administration in Strategic Leadership and Bachelor of Science in Accounting. Nelson Bonifacio, Master of Business Administration in Strategic Leadership. Calvin Tomlin, Master of Business Administration in Strategic Leadership. Scott Daniel Gallagher, Master of Business Administration in Strategic Leadership. Keenan Malik Tubran, Bachelor of Science in Sport Management. Amber Rose Rushton Martinez, Master of Science in Criminal Justice. Teresa Brian Meadows, Master of Science in Criminal Justice. Dominic Kennedy, Master of Science in Criminal Justice. Lawrence Russell Jr., Bachelor of Science in Criminology and Criminal Justice Sciences. Micah DeQuan Clemens, Bachelor of Science in Mass Communications. Avery Miles Smith, Bachelor of Science in Mass Communications. Frida Lachey Andrews, Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science. Kaijane Toy Martinez, Bachelor of Science in Biology and in Chemistry, magna cum laude. Kaijane Toy Martinez. Ashley Michaela Yelverton Best, Bachelor of Science in Biology. Ayana Nichelle Lynch, Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science. Iris Jo Farmer, Master of Business Administration in Strategic Leadership. Linda Garrett Pittman, Master of Business Administration in Strategic Leadership. Alexis Sierra Smith, Master of Business Administration in Strategic Leadership. Laquetta Alston DeShazo, Master of Business Administration in Strategic Leadership. Utura Diana Glover, Master of Business Administration in Strategic Leadership. Andrea Shante Wilson, Master of Business Administration in Strategic Leadership. Jenna Elizabeth Sutton, Bachelor of Arts in Theater, cum laude. Jamie Lynn Allen, Bachelor of Arts in Theater. Daniel Gilbert Toller, Bachelor of Arts in Theater, cum laude. Savannah Summer Wall, Bachelor of Arts in Theater and in History. Ashley Elizabeth Keefe, Bachelor of Arts in Theater, cum laude. Kadeen Rose Powell, Bachelor of Science in Psychology. Ashlyn Paige Glover, Bachelor of Science in Biology, magna cum laude. Amy Blair Nguyen, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art and Design, summa cum laude. Taylor Ashley Murray, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Tillender, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, cum laude. Michael Timothy Boykin, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Janae McAleen Ann Cunningham, Bachelor of Science in Mass Communications. Jessica Juliane Harris, Master of School Administration. Jamie Lee Haddock, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, cum laude. Yasmin Chantal Lark, Bachelor of Liberal Studies. Inez Hernandez, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, cum laude. Ulissa Adana Giddings, Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science. Laura Josefa Franco, Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science, cum laude. Cynthia Ramirez, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, K through 6, cum laude. Lauren Michelle LaFleur Gavin, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, magna cum laude. Tressa Lynn Webb, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Madison Harkey, Bachelor of Science in Biology and in Chemistry. Marielle Mercedes Roman, Bachelor of Science in Biology. Cameron Marie Masters, Bachelor of Science in Biology. Gizio Kellyanne Wilson, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, cum laude. Darianne Duncan, Bachelor of Liberal Studies. Emily Catherine Desmoreau, Bachelor of Science in Health Promotion, cum laude. Tanisa Eatman, Master of School Administration. Reginald D'Angelo Harris, Master of School Administration. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing the Master of Business Administration, Master of School Administration, Master of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Bachelor of Social Work graduates of the year 2020. You may now be seated.
It was great to see you guys walk across the stage. I've missed you for a year. It's fantastic. It's my pleasure to introduce Ms. Kathy Turner, the president of the Barton College Alumni Association and member of the MBA class of 2018. Ms. Turner.
Family has been traditionally defined as a basic unit of society where two people raise their children. But we all know that family has taken on many different forms in today's society. When you finished high school and you chose to come to Barton College, you decided to become a part of another family. Much like your parents, the faculty and staff have provided you guidance and nurtured every student's mind. Each of you have been challenged daily to look outside the box and be encouraged to be the best that you can be and nothing less. This time has passed quickly as you prepare to leave this home today. Armed with the knowledge and the skills that you have developed, you now become the newest members of the Barton College Alumni Association. This is a unique group of individuals who range from actors to zoologists, and they love this college. The alumni of Barton College contribute to its future, offering their time, talents, and yes, their money to ensure future generations will always be a part of this family. As you graduate today, remember to keep in touch with your Barton family, your best friend, your professors, and staff members who have guided you through the tough times and the fun times. Most of all, come back to this home often. Good luck and best wishes to each of you, members of the class of 2020.
Performing the alma mater for today's ceremony are members of the Bartonaires. It's nice to pull them from the class being recognized today. Will the audience please stand and sing with us together our alma mater.
Hail, Barton College, fondly we hail thee, thy loyal children forever are we. True to thy blue and white, never to fail thee. Hail, Alma Mater, all hail to thee. Hail thou our mother, dearly we cherish thy name enthroned, victorious and free. Thy tender memories never shall perish. Hail, Alma Mater, all hail to thee. Hail, Alma Mater, all hail to thee.
Congratulations, graduate. It is now my honor to invite you to signify your new status in a symbolic move that thousands of graduates before you have taken. You can now please move your tassels to the left side to signify that you are a Barton College graduate. If everyone will please remain standing as you are able to receive the benediction, and following the benediction, you'll remain standing as our 2020 graduates recess at the direction of the student marshals. Immediately following that, all award winners can gather to my right in the garden just beside the chapel plaza here in order to have your official photograph taken. Class of 2020, look around you. Take a moment. You've made it. You are here. And to paraphrase an old gospel song by Reverend James Cleveland, I don't believe that God got you this far to leave you. So now go in peace, and you do not go alone. For the God who keeps your life, who keeps your going out and your coming in, will be with you now and forevermore. Amen.